3 future MVPs, all drafted before any of them turned 21. And for the price of a single Rolex, but in NBA cap math, Oklahoma City let it all slip. Picture the 2009 draft room. Sam Presti leans back as the card with James Harden is rushed to the podium. He already owns Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. Statisticians swear the odds of landing 3 Hall of Famers in 3 drafts hover near 0%. So how did this Avengers roster dissolve before it ever lifted a trophy? Strap in, because the answer involves a misread salary cap, a trade sealed in 60 minutes, a fourth-quarter shooting clinic by Klay Thompson, and a twist ending in 2025 no screenwriter could sell. But that $4 million gap? That was the first domino, and what fell next would stun every small-market GM in the league. 2007, Seattle chooses Durant, then relocates to Oklahoma City. 2008, the new-look Thunder roll the dice on raw UCLA guard Westbrook at pick 4. 2009, Harden, beardless but fearless, completes the trifecta. Serge Ibaka lurks overseas, ready to join a year later. In 3 summers, the NBA's youngest supercore is born. Add Jeff Green's switch-everything frame and defensive hound, Thabo Sefolosha, and the Thunder sprint from 23 wins to 50 by 2010. KD drops 30 a night, stealing the scoring crown and finishing second in MVP voting age 21. The city smells a dynasty in training. On paper, they're unbeatable. On hardwood, they're still kids. In spring 2011, Dirk Nowitzki reminds them what grown man footwork looks like, sending OKC home in 5. The lesson is obvious. Size matters in May, and Pau Gasol plus Andrew Bynum loom in LA. Trade deadline 2011. Desperate for bulk, Presti flips Jeff Green for Celtic bruiser Kendrick Perkins. The move makes headlines. Perk's toughness will put OKC over the top. Except that new 4-year, $36 million extension Perk commands crushes future cap breathing room. Suddenly, every dollar is magnified, and the repeater tax, set to punish serial big spenders, debuts the next season. The core is intact, but the bean counters are sweating. Tease, and they haven't even met LeBron yet. The 2012 playoffs are a blur of slams and snarls. The Thunder mow through Dallas, the Lakers, then the Spurs. Durant averages 30. Westbrook throws down 27-8-11 in Game 1 of the Finals, and Oklahoma City steals the opener from Miami. Game 2 ends with a whistle that never comes. LeBron bumps KD's arm on a potential game-tying baseline pull-up no call. Heat even the series. Games 3 and 4 are 2-possession nail-biters. Harden misfires, 2 for 10 in each Miami game, and Mike Miller's 7 threes in Game 5 torch whatever hope remains. Miami climbs the stage, OKC swallows bitter silver. In the losing locker room, small cracks widen. Harden's looming extension is now front-page news, and ownership quietly tells Presti, "We can stretch to $55 million, but no further." Harden's camp wants the full 4-year, $60 million max, $4 million more than OKC's best offer. Management frets, a $58 million salary cap, 3 existing near-max deals, Perk's freshly inked contract, and the harsh repeater tax would push total payroll near $90 million. October 27, 2012, 3 days before tip-off, Presti calls Houston. 60 minutes later, Harden is a Rocket. In return, veteran gunner Kevin Martin, rookie Jeremy Lamb, and 2 first-rounders. NBA Twitter implodes. 40 cents on the dollar, one columnist scoffs. Few realize at that moment, the trade is worse than advertised. Martin lasts 1 year. Lamb never sticks. The picks become role players. Houston, meanwhile, hands Harden the keys and watches him morph into a perennial MVP candidate overnight. April 2013. Patrick Beverley lunges for a steal. Westbrook's meniscus tears, and the Thunder's 60-win juggernaut suddenly can't outrun Memphis. KD valiantly carries them, but exits in round 2. 2014. Durant responds with 32 points a night and that tear-jerking, "Mom, you're the real MVP" speech. Oklahoma City wins 59, yet the Spurs' whirring offense slices them up in 6. 2015. The basketball gods truly turn. Durant's foot fractures, limiting him to 27 games. Westbrook's solo heroics aren't enough to reach the postseason. But adversity breeds one of the wildest stat lines ever recorded. With Durant now a warrior, we'll get there. 2017 becomes Westbrook's personal revenge tour. 42 triple-doubles, yes, 42. Obliterate a 55-year-old Oscar Robertson record and clinch the MVP. Every night is controlled chaos, 32-10-10 and a glare that could cut granite. Yet come April, the Rockets, led by, you guessed it, James Harden, dispatch OKC in 5. Superior numbers can't mask roster erosion. Cue the next curveball, a conference finals collapse that still haunts highlight reels. Western Conference Finals 2016. Yes, we're jumping back a year for the gut punch. OKC leads the 73-win Warriors 3-1 and holds an 8-point cushion entering the fourth quarter of Game 6. Then Klay Thompson morphs into a human torch. 11 triples, a playoff record, 41 points, and a stunned Chesapeake Arena crowd. Warriors win, steal Game 7, advance to the finals. 5 weeks later, July 4th, Durant announces he's joining Golden State. Cupcake memes flood the internet. Charles Barkley calls it the bus rider move. Yet KD sees poetry. On a motion offense team, he can master off-ball chaos in ways isolation-heavy OKC never allowed. Thunder fans feel betrayal. Ownership feels panic. But the worst has not arrived. Presti scrambles, trades for Victor Oladipo and rookie Domantas Sabonis, flips them for Paul George, grabs Carmelo Anthony, then deals George for a mountain of Clippers picks and rising star, Gilgeous-Alexander. By 2020, the once bright dynasty blueprint is rubble, replaced by a war chest of first-round picks and a brand new timeline. Critics shrug. Small market teams just can't keep megastars. Except, the picks hit. Shea blossoms into a top 5 scorer. Chet Holmgren returns from injury to anchor the paint. Jalen Williams blooms into a two-way wing assassin. In 2025, the rebuilt Thunder sprint through the West, outduel Indiana in 6, and hoist the Larry O'Brien, the franchise's first on Oklahoma soil. 13 years after that ill-fated Harden trade, the Thunder finally reign. Their core, young, cost-controlled, and ironically funded by the very draft capital created by all those teardown deals. So was the 2012 trade a catastrophic blunder, or a necessary scar that taught OKC how to navigate modern cap warfare? Here's the question for you. It's October 2012. You're the GM. The owner swears the luxury tax is a death sentence. Do you pay Harden the extra $4 million, amnesty Kendrick Perkins, and chase titles with the original Big Three? Or do you roll the dice on future picks and trust your scouting eye to strike draft gold again? Drop your alternate timeline below and hit that subscribe, because next week, we're digging into the only franchise to squander more under 25 talent than OKC. Hint, they once played in Seattle too. Thanks for watching. And remember, in the NBA, the smallest numbers can trigger the biggest earthquakes.